In this video, we're going to show you how to lift your car and put it on jack stands so you can safely work under it. Let's get to it. The first thing you need to do is make sure your car is on solid, level ground. If it's not solid, like grass or dirt, your jack and jack stands can sink in the ground and become unstable and tip over. And if it's not level, your car can slide off, potentially causing severe injuries or worse. Even asphalt can cause problems as this gets soft on a hot day. So it's best to put some pieces of plywood under your jack and jack stands to spread the load and avoid damaging your asphalt driveway. Then make sure your emergency brake is engaged or your car is in park. Never work under your car with just a jack. Always put it on jack stands should the hydraulics of the jack fail. If you just need to lift your car on the side of the road to change a flat tire, we have a separate video about that which we'll link in the description below. But in this video, we'll show you how to put your car on jack stands so you can safely work under it on your driveway. When putting your car on jack stands, you want to jack your car up on a central point near the front or rear so the front wheels or rear wheels get lifted simultaneously, like the rear differential for example. You always want to lift the front or rear, not the left or right side. That's because lifting it sideways causes a much more dramatic incline, which could tip your car over. Lifting it lengthwise can never cause this and is much safer. You also want your car to be as flat as possible on the jack stands to reduce the risk of your car pushing the jack stands outward and sliding off. When choosing a spot to jack your car up from, be careful and use common sense. Not every flat metal surface is strong enough, like the oil pan for example, which you'll just push through and break with ease. A chassis beam, on the other hand, is strong enough, but the catalytic converter and muffler are not. When in doubt, ask someone who has some experience for help. When jacking on the frame or a flat surface, it's best practice to use a block of wood to spread the load evenly and prevent damage or scratches from the metal jack. When you're jacking on a curved spot like the bottom of the differential or an axle, it's best to use something softer that follows the shape of the jacking point better, like this rubber pad. Then just slide your jack in position under the car. We're going to jack our car up on the rear differential, which is always strong enough. Lift the jack until it's right under the spot you want to jack and make some final adjustments so it's nicely centered. Then gently start lifting and avoid harsh, jerking motions that could cause your car to slide off. Always keep an eye on the spot you're jacking on. If anything starts sliding or bending, lower your car back down again. Lift your car until both wheels are from the ground and you've reached the desired height to work on your car. Then put your jack stands under either a solid part, like in our case the rear axle, or on the factory jacking points. You can find your car's specific jacking points in your owner's manual. These points are strong enough to lift your car up on, so you'll have no problem putting your jack stands there. Sometimes it's indicated by an arrow on your car's side skirts that points clearly to a jacking block, but most cars have reinforced pinch welds as a jacking point. These jacking points are specifically designed to be used with their emergency jacks, which have special bumps or slots to avoid sliding off or damaging the jacking point. But you can buy jack pad adapters for your specific vehicle or general pinch weld adapters to avoid damaging the pinch weld and causing rust. We'll put a link in the description below so you can easily find the type that fits your car. Don't go underneath your car to place your jack stands, only reach under it with your arms to be safe. And don't extend your jack stands all the way. Always stay one step away from the maximum height for safety reasons. To lower it, we need to lift the handle and turn clockwise on our high lift jack. But on most jacks, you just need to twist the handle counterclockwise to open the release valve and clockwise to close it again. Then gently release the pressure and lower your jack until the weight comes off. Don't drop your car on the jack stands. You can damage your car or it can jump off the jack stands. Instead, gently lower it. It requires a bit of feeling to do this correctly because sometimes the release valve sticks a bit, which makes you put more force on it until it jumps open and then it suddenly goes down faster than you want. When it's safely on jack stands, don't lower your jack all the way. Instead, position it right against the jacking point as an extra safety measure in case your jack stands fail. But don't lift the car with it, of course. And if you want to put the entire car on jack stands, just repeat the same process on the other side. A final tip that we'll give is if you need to raise your car quite a bit, don't do it in one go. First put one side on a lower jacking position and then put the other side on a higher jacking position. And finally change the lower jacking position to the higher jacking position. This way you'll avoid steep angles which can tip your jack stands over. To lower your car back down again, repeat the process but in the reverse order, working your way down in steps. To get your car back on the ground, first lift it off the jack stand so you can safely remove them from underneath your car. Again, only reach under it with your arms. It's unsafe to go under a car that's supported by a jack only. Then slowly lower your car back down again and remove the jack. Now you can safely lift and lower your car. Remember, when working under a car on jack stands, use caution and never apply extreme force that might slide your car off the jack stands. Better safe than sorry. When in doubt, consult a professional. Thanks for watching. If you liked our video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps out the channel a lot. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you don't miss any of our uploads. More videos are on the way, so we'll see you on the next one.